everyone, welcome back to day 28 of our 30 days of daily play challenge. We only have a few days left. So today we are continuing our explorations into line and wash. Hopefully you had fun yesterday adding some line work to a very loose floral painting. Today you're going to be adding loose watercolor to a floral drawing. So you don't have to choose the same colors as I did yesterday. If that helps just to take the decision making out of things, then go for it. But the idea is that, you're creating a similar-ish painting version of the line work that you did yesterday. So again, going back to our watercolor technique knowledge, I'm just mixing a couple of yellows together here to get more of a deep, I might even add some yellow ochre to this. And I'm going to do my petals first. Again, I don't want to prescriptively paint in every single detail of the petal, but the goal is to make sure you don't have a big puddle on your brush and then just simply add little tiny strokes to the petals. See how I'm doing a big swath to, take care of that 2 full rows of petals, and that's it. Okay, now I'm going to mix up a little bit of a pink color here and go down and do these ones. Now I want to darken this slightly. So to darken my pink slightly, I'm going to add a touch of green, because when you add a touch of a color's complement, it tones it down. So you can see now it's a slightly different shade. And I'll go in with that darker one to just add more dimension. We're starting to think about our color theory. Remember to leave some white space, especially when you're painting in something like a rose, and that's going to mimic the light that gets into the rose. I'm going to add some violet to this one so I have more of a red violet up here. And what is yellow's complement? Yellow's complement is violet. So let's get some violet mixed up over here. Blue and red make violet, and I'll use that for this floral and for this one. And maybe, for this one too. And which color do I want to do here? I think I'm going to do yellow again, because why not? Now I'm going to get my green. I love a pretty toned down like sage green. So this is a bit too yellow for me. So I'm going to go get some sap green, get some hooker's green. And I move pretty quickly when I paint, because I like when the colors blend into each other, but I'm just toning this down. That was a bit too much red, so I'm adding more green. So that's a nice dark green. Now, I do want more of a pastel-y version of that, so I am going to add a bit of white, a bit more sap. See how much this can take experimentation, and that's the color that I was looking for. Again, not painting in every detail of those leaves. Just enough. Now I'm using the tip of my brush so I get a thin line for these stems. And these could be flowers, but I'm just going to paint them green for leaves. And there you have it. I'm going to go in and add a bit of a darker center with some of the brown in my palette. And I'm going to mix that brown up here and just get some for the center of that flower. And this flower. And there we go. So when you look at these side by side, Similar vibe, but I would say my watercolor is much looser on the right side because I was adding the watercolor to the line work, versus on this side, when you start with the watercolor, you're automatically going to give the florals more shape in the original painting. So it kind of depends what vibe, what aesthetic you're looking for, and what feels more fun to you, what feels more playful to you. So you make sure you write a reflection down here of which do you prefer, line or wash first, and why. So you've kind of been forming that opinion more and more over the last couple of days, but just know that that could change. The more skills you build with watercolor, the more skills you build with drawing. This is a technique you can keep coming back to again and again and again. Day 27 of our 30 days of daily play complete. And of course, I just realized I'm one day behind. We are on day 28 of our habit tracker. Make sure to check the caption for ways to stay connected and creatively inspired beyond our 30 days of daily play challenge. And I will see you tomorrow for our last couple of days of our challenge.